Africa is the second biggest continent and it's full of surprises. From the snowy top of Mount Kilimanjaro to the huge Sahara Desert, Africa's landscapes are amazing. We're going to compare two very different parts of Africa, East Africa and West Africa. East Africa has the famous Great Rift Valley. West Africa has the Sahara Desert in the north. These areas look different because of how the earth moved and the weather over a long time. We'll look closely at each area, talking about the land, water and coasts. We'll see cool things and learn why Africa is so special. Come along with us as we explore these two awesome places. East Africa is a place of big differences. It was shaped by powerful movements under the ground. The Great Rift Valley cuts through it. This huge crack in the earth goes from the Middle East all the way to Mozambique. It happened because giant pieces of the earth moved apart. Volcanoes are also important in East Africa. They made some of Africa's tallest mountains. Mount Kilimanjaro, the tallest mountain in Africa, is a volcano. Its snowy top looks amazing next to the grasslands below. The rift also made big lakes like Lake Victoria, the biggest lake in Africa. These lakes are full of life. They give water to many people and lots of plants and animals. From the high mountains to the peaceful lakes, East Africa is amazing. East Africa is home to a stunning array of volcanoes, with Mount Kilimanjaro being the most famous. But Kilimanjaro is just the beginning. The region is dotted with numerous volcanic formations that tell the story of the Earth's fiery past. These majestic mountains rise high above the plains, creating a dramatic and awe-inspiring landscape that captivates all who see it. Mount Kenya, the second tallest mountain in Africa, stands proudly with its pointy peaks and glaciers. This ancient volcano, now dormant, is a haven for climbers and adventurers. The glaciers that adorn its peaks are a testament to the mountain's grandeur and the climatic conditions that prevail at such high altitudes. The Ruwenzori Mountains, often referred to as the Mountains of the Moon, are a mystical range shrouded in clouds and dense rainforests. These mountains are not only a natural wonder but also a vital water catchment area. The mist and clouds that envelop the peaks create a surreal and dreamlike atmosphere, making it seem as though you've stepped into another world. They look like something from a dream. The lush greenery and the ethereal landscape of cloud-covered mountains create a scene straight out of a fantasy novel. It's no wonder that these mountains have inspired countless myths and legends over the centuries. These mountains were formed by intense geological activity, with hot rock pushing up from deep within the earth. This process, known as volcanic activity, has shaped the landscape over millions of years, creating the towering peaks and rugged terrain we see today. They're not just pretty. These mountains play a crucial role in influencing weather patterns and providing habitats for a diverse range of animals. From the smallest insects to the largest mammals, the ecosystems supported by these mountains are incredibly rich and varied. They catch the rain and give water to the rivers and plants below. The mountains act as natural water towers, capturing moisture from the atmosphere and releasing it slowly to sustain the rivers and vegetation in the surrounding areas. This water is essential for both wildlife and human communities. Volcanoes also make the soil good for growing things. The volcanic soil is rich in minerals, making it incredibly fertile and ideal for agriculture. Farmers in these regions rely on this nutrient-rich soil to grow a variety of crops, which in turn supports local economies and food security. The sides of the volcanoes are covered in forests where lots of animals live, like elephants, gorillas, and colorful birds. These forests are biodiversity hotspots, providing shelter and food for countless species. The dense vegetation and unique microclimates created by the volcanic terrain support a wide array of life. These mountains are important to people who live there too. Local communities have adapted to the challenging terrain and have developed unique cultures and traditions that are closely tied to the mountains. For many, these mountains are not just a backdrop, but an integral part of their daily lives. Many people think they're sacred and tell stories about them. The mountains hold a special place in the hearts and minds of the local people, who often regard them as sacred. These stories and rituals are passed down through generations, preserving the cultural heritage and deep connection between the people and their mountainous surroundings. The Great Rift Valley has many lakes, and they're all different. Lake Victoria, the biggest tropical lake in the world, is full of fish. Lots of people fish there. Lake Tanganyika is the second deepest lake in the world. The water is very clear, and it has special fish that live nowhere else. Lake Malawi is famous for its colorful cichlid fish. These lakes give people water and food. They're also like roads, helping people travel and trade. There are towns and villages all around the lakes. But these lakes are in danger from pollution, too much fishing and cutting down trees. We need to protect them because so many people and animals need them. The Indian Ocean coast, full of life. East Africa's coast is next to the Indian Ocean, and it's full of life. Mangrove forests grow along the shore. Their roots are in the salty water, and they're a safe place for baby fish and crabs. Coral reefs full of colorful fish are also near the coast. They're like an underwater wonderland. But these reefs are in danger because the water is getting warmer and dirty. The land near the coast has grasslands, woods, and forests. Elephants, lions, and many birds live there. The Swahili coast is a special place with a long history. People from Arabia, Persia, and India traded here for a long time. You can see this history in the buildings, food, and language. West Africa, where the Sahara meets the sea. West Africa has big flat areas, small hills, and a long coast. It's very different from East Africa. The Sahara Desert, the biggest hot desert in the world, is in the north. It has huge sand dunes and rocks. The Sahel is south of the Sahara. It's dry with few plants, and it sometimes gets rain. It's easy for the desert to take over this land. Further south, there are grasslands, woods, and rainforests with more plants and animals. The Guinea Highlands, mountains in the southwest, are where several big rivers begin, including the Niger River. The Niger River, West Africa's lifeline. This majestic river stretches over 4,180 kilometers, weaving its way through the heart of West Africa, touching the lives of millions of people along its journey. The Niger River is the third longest river in Africa after the Nile and the Congo. Its path is unique, forming a boomerang shape as it flows through several countries, including Guinea, Mali, Niger, Benin, and Nigeria. It flows through the middle of West Africa, and it's very important for many people. The river provides water for drinking, irrigation, and sanitation, supporting the daily lives of countless communities. It starts in the Guinea Highlands, goes northeast through the Sahel, then turns southeast and goes into the Atlantic Ocean in Nigeria. This journey through diverse landscapes makes the Niger River a vital ecological corridor. The river and the smaller rivers connected to it are full of life, like fish, hippos, crocodiles, and birds. These species depend on the river's health for their survival, creating a rich and vibrant ecosystem. Every year, the Niger River floods. These annual floods are crucial as they replenish the floodplains, bringing nutrients and sediments that enrich the soil. This brings good soil to the land, which is great for farming. Farmers rely on this fertile soil to grow crops such as rice, millet, and vegetables, which are essential for food security in the region. The Niger River has been important for travel and trade for a long time. Historically, it served as a major trade route, facilitating the exchange of goods, cultures, and ideas across West Africa. From the city of Timbuktu to small fishing villages, the river is important to millions of people. Timbuktu, once a thriving center of trade and learning, owes much of its historical significance to the Niger River. But the river is in danger because people build dams, which can disrupt the natural flow and affect the ecosystems and communities that depend on it. Pollution from farms goes into the river, introducing harmful chemicals and waste that degrade water quality and threaten aquatic life. And people fish too much, leading to overfishing, which depletes fish populations and disrupts the balance of the river's ecosystem. We need to protect the Niger River. Conservation efforts and community initiatives are essential to ensure that this lifeline continues to sustain future generations. By working together, we can preserve the health and vitality of the Niger River for years to come. The West African coast, a place of stunning beauty and pressing danger. This region, with its breathtaking landscapes and rich biodiversity, faces numerous environmental challenges that threaten its future. The West African coast stretches along the vast Atlantic Ocean, offering panoramic views that captivate the soul. This coastline is not just a geographical feature, it is a lifeline for millions of people. It boasts sandy beaches that invite tourists, serene lagoons that provide habitat for diverse species, mangroves that protect the shoreline, and flat lands that are crucial for agriculture and settlement. The Gulf of Guinea, a significant part of this coastline, is a large bay with warm waters teeming with marine life. This area is vital for both local fisheries and global biodiversity. Mangrove forests along the coast are particularly important. They serve as nurseries for young fish, providing them with a safe haven to grow and thrive. These mangroves, with their intricate root systems, offer protection and sustenance to countless marine species, playing a crucial role in maintaining the ecological balance. The coast is also a hub of human activity. Many people rely on fishing as their primary source of income, with bustling fishing villages dotting the shoreline. However, this beautiful coast is under threat. Coastal erosion is a significant issue, with large swathes of land being washed away each year. Pollution from factories and farms is contaminating the waters, affecting both marine life and human health. The effects of climate change are exacerbating these problems. Rising sea levels and increasing temperatures are altering the coastal landscape, making it more vulnerable to extreme weather events. The ocean is encroaching further inland, and severe storms are becoming more frequent and intense, posing a significant risk to coastal communities. This situation is perilous for the people living near the coast. Flooded homes, damaged infrastructure, and disrupted lives are becoming all too common. Despite these challenges, the West African coast remains a place of incredible beauty. Its scenic views, vibrant beaches, and lush landscapes continue to inspire awe and wonder. From the bustling cities to the tranquil fishing villages, the coast is a tapestry of life and culture. It is a region that embodies resilience and the enduring spirit of its people. Protecting Africa's special places. East and West Africa are different, but they both have beautiful and amazing landscapes. From the tall volcanoes and big lakes of East Africa to the deserts and rivers of West Africa, these places are awesome. We need to protect Africa's nature. These lands, shaped by the earth over millions of years, are home to many plants and animals. They are special. By learning about East and West Africa, we can help protect them for the future. Let's celebrate how amazing Africa is and work hard to keep it safe.